For this effect, I could start off by letting the participant know that these four cards here are my prediction cards. We're going to leave them right there. So now with the rest of the deck, the participant can select any card they would like. Let's say this one. I don't want to see the card. I'm going to turn around. You look at the card and you remember it. I hope you can see that card as well. After the participant has remembered their card, I would take it back and explain that we're going to put it somewhere into the deck, just like that. We're now going to get back to my four prediction cards. So in this case, I have a 6, 7, 8, and 9. The participant can select any one of these four numbers and say it out loud. Let's say in this case they want the 9. We're going to put back the rest of the prediction cards and leave the 9 right here. So now the participant can cut the deck anywhere. Let's say there, they complete the cut. When I snap my fingers, you're going to see one card is face up, and it is the 9, just like you named. So what we're going to do is count 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the first time, I would have the participant name the card out loud. Let's say they do that right now. And I hope that this is your card, the 5 of spades. And that is the effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial, the cards I am using for today are the Bicycle Dragon. I have a deck review on these. I will link that in the description. So for this effect, there is just a little bit of setup, but it's not very hard at all. So the first thing you're going to do is go through in your deck and take out any 6, 7, 8, and 9. The suits and the colors don't matter. So if these were face down in your hand, you would have 6, followed by 7, 8, and 9. You then want to go through your deck again and take out any 8 and 9. Once again, the colors and suits don't matter. You're going to take the rest of your deck, and with this 9, you're going to place it face up at the bottom of the deck. So all the cards are face down, and that 9 is face up. And then you're going to take the 8, leave it face down, and place it right on the bottom underneath the 9. Take your 4 predictions and leave them face up on top of the deck, and that is your setup. So one more time you're set up, you're going to have 6, 7, 8, 9. The suits and the colors don't matter. And then at the bottom, you're going to have any 8. And right above that, you're going to have the 9 face up. And once again, the suits and colors don't matter. Starting off the effect, you can do one of two things. You can either explain that you have four predictions and you're going to leave them to the side, or you can already have these four predictions off to the side, and then you can start the effect. So I start it like this. So I say, before we get into this effect, I'm going to take my four predictions and I'm going to leave them off to the side and I'm going to square them up, okay? I'm now going to use the rest of the deck and have them select a card. The only thing is, you don't want them to choose any of the bottom two cards. So, but they can choose any other card. So I just spread about halfway and I have them take a card. Before they look at the card, I tell them, take it out, but don't look at it. I'm going to turn around, and then you can look at it just because I don't want to see the card. This is going to do one of two things. This is going to help you set up for the move you're going to do, and this is also going to put in the participant's mind they didn't see the card, so they shouldn't know what my card is for the ending, how it works out. You'll see what I mean. So once you turn around, from the top of the deck, you're just going to count 6 cards. Now, you could do that in 2 groups of 3. You could go 3 groups of 2, or you could go, a group of 4 and then one more card. You could go, well, you could go 5 cards, or you could count singly up to 6. You just want to catch a break below the top 6 cards. So I go 3 3. I put my pinky in and I square up the deck. Now they're going to look at their card and they are going to remember it. So let's say in this case, we have the 3 of diamonds. When you turn around, you're going to take their selection face down. And what you're going to want to do is load it underneath these 6 cards. So their card is going to be 7th. In the performance, I did the Marlowe tilt. I will leave a link in the description. You could also do a bluff pass, which I will leave another link for in the description. So, really, any way you want, just get their selection 7th from the top while keeping your setup cards at the bottom. So, let's say in this case, our card is the 3 of diamonds in the 7th position. Keep in mind throughout this effect, you can also add in some false cuts and shuffles. I will link some cuts in the description. You now are going to go to your predictions and you say, okay, so my 4 predictions are the 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I just want you to name any one of these numbers out loud. Excuse me. So let's go ahead now and go through each of the outcomes here. So if they happen to name 6, what you can do is either you can do this or you can hand the deck to the participant. Excuse me. But you're going to have them deal 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can then have them name their card out loud, and when they turn over the card on top of the deck, it's going to be the 3 of diamonds. If they happen to name, let's say, 7, either you can do this or the participant can do this, but you're going to have them deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, name their card out loud, and then at 7 is their card. So that's another great one. For the 8 and 9, you really don't want them to do the 8 because they may end up flashing and seeing this setup. But what you're going to do is say, okay, you said 8. Let's see the card on the bottom. In this case, an 8, which is going to be really impressive. You're now going to turn the deck face down, and with your fingers, just take out this 8, turn it face up, and put it on top of the deck. The reason I show the 8, then turn it face down to take it out is because of this card here. So if they see that, that's going to be a little weird. So I show the 8, I turn it face down, I peel it out, turn it face up, and put it on top of the deck. I say, okay, let's deal 8 cards. So you're going to count the 8 as number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. And the last prediction here is 9, like the performance, and this is my favorite one, along with 7. But you're gonna have them cut the deck about in half, and they complete the cut. You say, okay, let's see what happens. When we snap our fingers, we spread out the deck. Look at that, one card is face up. In this case, it happens to be a 9. Name your card out loud, the 3 of diamonds. You're going to count the 9 as number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, the 3 of diamonds. And that is the effect with all 4 outcomes. So I hope you really enjoyed this effect. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what else you would like to see on the channel. And I will see you all next time. Bye.